backyard now to show you our vegetable beds and our various ornamental beds. We have one faucet that feeds all of the raised beds where we grow our vegetables. This single dial orbit timer is set for 15 minutes daily, more than adequate. If you'd like to turn it on manually, just go like that. Then I can go around and check and make sure all the drip is working. The line goes underground, underneath the gate, and to the rear of all these raised beds, where I come off the main line with 1/4-inch tubing, get it into the bed, then using a 1/4-inch transfer barb, switch to soaker drip line. I built these raised beds using the Frame It All stacking joints. As you can see, I've stacked 3, one on top of another, put in 2x6 fir lumber, and then filled the beds with compost. These stacking joints are flexible, so you can make almost any shape you'd like. You can make an octagon, you can make a pyramid tiered garden, and certainly you can make the traditional raised bed that's rectangular. We have mostly peppers, some chard, some squash, a little bit of celery, and our tomato plants. And our first tomato to come up this year is one of our heirloom tomatoes. I believe it's a Brandywine. Everything is getting ripe a little later this year as it's been very cool weather. In the faucet in the backyard, we have an easy flow fertilizer injector hooked up. This automatically feeds Grow More fertilizer through the injector into the line every time the timer goes on and off. All of the ornamentals along this side wall and the back fence have soaker drip line coming off of it. I run it past the ornamentals for about 12 or 15 feet and then plug off the end with one of our goof plugs. And we can follow this all the way up to the blueberry plants, which have some soaker drip line coming off the main line as well. The blueberry plants were planted this spring. We have 4 of them, 2 over here and 2 on the other side of the tree. They come off the main line with the soaker drip line, and I go around a couple times around the plant because blueberries like a considerable amount of water. Underneath the fig tree, I have 2 deep drip stakes, which are driven into the ground a few feet, and I stick 1/4-inch tubing off of the main line down into these tubes so that the water is going to be given to the plant a few feet below the surface. This will make the tree want to develop its root system far below the surface and be much more drought resistant. The orbit dial timer that I have by the back door waters these 2 containers with the pot drippers.
This is what a pot dripper looks like. You can see the water coming out.
Off of this timer by the rear doors, I have these fuchsia plants, and we have morning glory going up the wall of the house. I'm careful to put a trellis for them to climb so that they don't try to dig into the walls of the house. Also coming off the 1/2-inch tubing are a couple mini jet sprayers that help spray the lawn area. They're located down the line, and they're placed up on stakes, so I can get out about 15 feet with these mini jets. In our shaded triangular bed in the backyard, we use an orbit dial timer to turn on the water and push the soaker drip line to water our hostas, fuchsias, and columbines. Well, this is the end of our tour.
Thanks for joining us.
You might want to go on the DripWorks website, www.dripworks.com, for more information about any of the products that we've shown you today. We also have very helpful videos there to show you pictorially just how to put together our whole system. Please join us.